Welcome back to RatAttack, everybody. Today we're playing more Master Detective Archives Raincode, and I gotta say, this is probably one of the cooler starts to any of the chapters, because there's zombies, clone, homunculi things going around, dead friends, maybe, don't really know, but probably not, because that'd be kind of, what the heck? Let's go this way now.
I am like full allergic rate blown right now, so...
Gazoon tight.
There is something that kind of caught my attention.
What's that?
Why was that announcement so spiteful toward you, Master?
Must have to do with our past, maybe.
No, but I'm not gonna stop.
Yeah, they do seem pretty pissy.
Yeah.
Whoa, Master!
I'm thinking less and less it's Makoto and more it's that cloaked guy. Oh my god, hello, dude.
You're leaning less toward Makoto, you said?
Yeah. I'm honestly thinking it's the cloaked guy now.
Maybe.
Large turbine. Yeah, what is that? I see recycling.
Yeah.
A huge turbine is... Oh, I forgot to do the voice. Is spinning. It must be powering this whole section.
Well?
That's a lot of metal just to slap some meat buns together.
Is it metal they're recycling?
Maybe.
Yeah, what are
I
all
think
these...
it means like there's so many machines.
Oh, yeah. Could be.
There's someone in there.
They seem a bit different.
That's
from the
Zilch,
others.
isn't it?
I don't know. It's too far. I can't tell.
We can keep going as long as we remain unseen. Let's leave it alone for now.
It looks like Zilch from far away to me.
I forgot to mention, but they each have individual differences.
Okay, what about him?
Perhaps there are even some you could speak with.
Some with fortes, maybe?
Was that supposed to be some sort of hint?
Oh.
Forget it. It's probably just another trick.
But what if...
What if I speak to him?
Hey, Yuma!
Wait right here, Kurumi.
He's becoming a manly man.
Looks like...
Yeah. Is that Zilch or the Hitman?
Well, they're probably both dead.
That's what I mean. So which one is it a copy of?
Yeah, that's a good point.
I knew it. Zilch!
Who's that?
What do you mean, who's that?
You remember the Amaterasu Express on our way to Kanai Ward?
Oh, the first soul I reaped in the Mystery Labyrinth. Zilch, the Master Detective.
Like first ever or first with us?
Probably
It
first
was
with us.
actually a hitman disguised as Zilch.
So this guy isn't gonna jump ya? Maybe he's not hungry.
I was hired
Okay.
by Director Yomi.
So, it is fake Zilch,
Yeah, we know that.
and Yomi hired him. Okay, that makes sense.
He can talk!
To kill anyone approaching Kanai.
You know, I never really thought about tying Yomi to that, but it makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, it does seem like kind of a duh thing in hindsight.
I don't know how much it really matters, but yeah, it makes sense.
Mumbling
Yeah.
about?
Well, I'm just gonna back away now. Hey,
What's
bro.
up, dude?
We're like best friends, remember?
Do you remember me?
You killed me.
Yeah.
Director Yomi.
Yeah, that's me, dude.
No, I'm Yuma.
Why does he think we're
We met on
Yomi?
the Amaterasu Express.
Is that a clue?
Might be.
I was looking for you. Director Yomi.
Can we give you some crack so you can talk a little quicker?
Yeah, give him a handful of meat buns.
At the lab again. You
Lab.
must love that place.
Probably the big lab, right?
The secret one we were at?
Or that.
We can't communicate. He thinks I'm Yomi.
That's good. Get info out of him.
Yeah.
Why don't you take advantage of that and get some info out of him?
Oh my god.
There we go.
I am just like you, for real.
Oh, right.
Master Detective, everyone.
Let's see what he knows about this place.
Do you know anything about this restricted area?
Restricted area? Oh. You mean the location of Dr. Weska's lab?
No, but that works too.
No.
We still didn't
Dr.
really
Wester's
figure out
lab
what
is
they were
located
researching
underneath
there.
Amaterasu Corp.
Yeah.
Yes. Dr. Weska's lab. The new lab was
So they
made
do have a
in the
lab here.
restricted area.
Huh.
Maybe.
I heard that Dr. Weska tried to rush the homunculus research in order to beat the rival lab.
Okay.
So they built a lab about 3 years ago
That's when Makoto started.
and started an experiment.
About homunculuses?
I think it was called Project.
Why did they tell the random hitman all this?
Maybe it wasn't so random.
Could have been like an Amaterasu higher up, like
fail?
special operative guy or something.
Yeah.
I guess it doesn't matter.
Master, you hear that? Project Homunculus sounds important!
I know that word.
Yeah.
Dr. Weska's lab was
I
around
learned it a
here
few days ago.
somewhere 3 years ago. Could this be about the secret research?
It's gonna have another 5,000 security measures, watch.
Oh no, please.
Well, if he doesn't know if it succeeded or failed, then there's not much more we can ask him.
I swear, if there's another locked room mystery in this case too, I'm gonna cry.
It might have a little bit of everything.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, now tell me about Yame.
Tell me about Yomi. I mean, tell me everything you know about me.
Director Yomi, you became director of the Peacekeepers about 5 years ago, I believe.
Makes sense.
Things were good back then.
Did something corrupt him or what?
Maybe.
That masked freak wasn't in Kanai Ward yet.
Oh.
It was the ideal
Not good, but
environment for
Good
good.
for him. Good for him to make money.
Yeah.
That was when I worked as one of your closest advisors.
I see.
It certainly takes me back.
Did he even answer anything? He's not making any
That's
sense.
kind of useful.
Let's
Something.
keep playing along for now. We might get some information.
Watch now, he's gonna be like, okay, bye.
If you don't mind, can you tell me what it was like back then?
Back then, you used Dr. Weska to trade with
Man, you knew
outside
everything.
military
Wow.
organizations.
He was the closest advisor.
Yeah.
Amaterasu's growing success was all thanks to your endeavors. You were on top of the world.
Okay. So he was still evil the whole time, though.
Yep.
If anyone dared raise accusations about you, they were shot on sight. Many
This guy knows how to run a
acting as if
business.
They were upstanding citizens. Were shot on sight.
Hypocrites? Okay.
In fact, most of them died by my hands.
He must have been so confused when Zilch just died out of nowhere.
Yeah,
that
this
was like
was
his
like-
closest dude, and he was like, "Oh, what? He died?"
I wonder if that's what put Yuma on his radar so much.
Maybe he's like, "How did that kid get away with that freaking thing?"
Right.
Funny, don't you think?
You got the whole squad laughing.
Didn't Chief Yapples jail for blowing the whistle on the lab's secret dealings?
That was probably this guy who did it.
That could, well, yeah, well. I thought it had something to do with a lab accident, and then it turned out Dr. Weska was involved with it or something.
Well, Dr. Weska might have, like, ordered it.
Maybe. I don't remember the specifics they said.
So that's what was going on.
Yomi used Dr. Weska to start trading with outside military organizations. Okay, well, we kind of figured that.
Or something akin to it.
So I'm sure they were selling them weapons, technology, and stuff.
Damn.
Damn!
Kanai Ward changed. Thanks to that.
Didn't it only start getting
masked
bad in the last 3 years, though?
Yeah, kinda. Maybe Yomi was a total jerk, but still kept it fine.
Maybe. The lesser
He's
evil,
talking
anyway.
again.
That bastard appeared. When was it? Yeah. Immediately after Project Homunculus. There was that event
What event?
called
Yeah!
Blank Week.
What'd he do to the weak?
I wonder if that's what we're solving this
Blank
time.
Week mystery?
The Blank Week Mystery.
The blank weak mystery.
Fortunately, all I know is its name, and that it's taboo to mention it in Kanai Ward.
Okay.
You know about that case? What happened?
He's just having fun reminiscing.
Masked freak. It's all his fault. That bastard appeared.
You're repeating yourself now.
When was it?
The blank week?
He's going in circles.
Maybe that's how it
Oh,
works.
So irritating.
So if he appeared, what did he say? Right after the blank week, right?
I think so.
He appeared
Oh,
immediately.
he appeared after.
Oh, immediately after Project Homunculus, there was that event called the Blank Week Mystery.
So he appeared after the Blank Week Mystery. Is how it sounds.
Okay, either like during the Blank Week Mystery or after, but
Right.
something involving the Blank Week Mystery.
Well,
I'm
didn't
guessing it has
Makoto-
to do with like memories or something.
Probably, but didn't Makoto say he did some big thing? Also, wow, that goes far back.
Yes, it does.
Makoto said he did like a big thing that got him immediately promoted.
Yeah, he said he was involved in some research and that he was like, just, hey, you're at the top now. Okay.
So I wonder if that's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Around the time of the Blank Week Mystery. Right after that,
I hope we get to
the
see
masked
Poochie.
freak appeared.
Poochie, that'd be kinda cool.
Still my fave character.
Really?
And he became CEO.
No, not really,
of
but I liked her a lot.
In the blink.
I liked her
of an eye.
accent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish there was more characters
So
in games with cool
irritating.
accents.
I know, mix it up, you know?
Right, Director Yomi? That freak ordered the homunculus research to be shut down.
Well, so far the homunculus thing doesn't seem that good, so...
Think
I don't really blame him.
is.
What? Makoto shut it down?
Alright.
Tell me more, Zilch.
No.
Director Yomi.
Poor
I was
guy.
looking for you. Director Yomi.
Sounds like these two were kind of gay for each other.
It does sound like that
Like,
a
it
little
gives me
bit.
those vibes.
Well, I mean, you saw how Yomi was with his other second hand. Martina.
That's true.
Maybe he just gets sexy with all of them.
The lab.
So he's always visiting a lab. Whether it's the
Must
secret
love
lab
that
or
place.
something around here, I don't know.
Huh.
He's stuck on repeat.
Okay, can we stop
Yes,
talking
he's
to him
glitching
now?
out.
Yeah, I get
He
it.
talks so slow.
Zilch! Zilch!
Director Yomi. You became director.
I know.
Things were
Yeah.
Good.
Alright.
Okay.
then.
Alright, I get it.
It's no use. He's like a broken record.
Great, now push him off.
Well, based on what he said, Dr. Weska's lab was apparently somewhere near here 3 years ago. And something called Project Homunculus was carried out there.
Alright,
Then after that, the so-called Blank Week Mystery occurred.
sure.
But the real question is what the Blank Week Mystery even is. I haven't asked Kurumi about it yet. It's supposedly taboo in Kanai Ward.
Yeah, I would ask her.
She
She's
may
bound to know something about it.
You would think.
The Flatty will probably tell ya. Try asking.
Makoto arrived in Kanai Ward shortly after the Blank Week Mystery and ordered the cancellation of the homunculus research. Okay.
Sounds like he just like appeared out of thin air,
Yeah.
which is odd.
I don't know. Yeah. Mysterious Blank Week Mystery is a taboo subject in Kanai Ward. I wonder if it has to do with if the Blank Week Mystery... No, never mind. That was 3 years ago, wasn't it?
Makoto said he joined 3 years ago, yeah.
Never mind. I was going to say if the Blank Week Mystery was involved with us getting the Book of Death, too. But that was like
It still
a week
might
ago.
be.
Yeah. Where'd she go? Kurumi?
Kurumi?
Wait, what?
Kurumi's gone? Where'd she go?
At least scream if you're gonna get kidnapped. Jeez.
Yeah.
Hey, keep it down, will ya? They'll come for you again.
Don't tell me they got her.
Oh, you would have heard it.
If they had, she'd at least scream. But I didn't hear anything.
She like chloroform or something like out of the movies.
Maybe
Probably wandered off somewhere. I wish she'd stop dragging us down.
something happens when you mention the Blank Week Mystery to the Kanai Ward people.
Maybe that's why it's taboo to talk about.
Right, because it like makes you disappear for a second or something.
Or like makes you erase your memory or go loopy or forget the last 10 seconds or something. I don't know. Something like that would be cool.
That would also kind of work because Kurumi seemed out of it when Vivian mentioned it on the sub. I know she's like in the kitchen doing whatever, but I wonder if like she was listening. But then when he mentioned it, she seemed to be like, "What's going on?" You know?
Oh, maybe.
I don't think she turned back.
What if
without
she's
good
dead?
reason.
That's all right.
Maybe she really did go on ahead. I better hurry and catch up.
Okay.
Where the
Suspicious.
heck did Kurumi go? We have to find.
Is that her?
Hey,
Aw, we're too late. I bet.
No, come on, show a little sympathy.
Well,
I have to do something.
I could still save her. Perform CPR.
yeah.
Get a stop the bleed kit. All right. Well, sorry, Kurumi. It's kind of on you though. Okay, where's the tablet thing? Oh, it's over on this side.
Oh, yeah, probably.
So glad these are just conveniently everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not really like in the mood to do all these elaborate puzzles, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I just want the answers.
Come here.
I love how cheerful it is. Are we sure it's Kurumi? That might be Time Travel Girl.
Oh, that's true. It could be her too.
Kind of looks more like her clothes right now.
It's really hard to tell from far away, does it? Let's take a peek.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right.
These clothes.
Or no, they look like Vivia.
Oh.
I was gonna say they're too purple for Fubuki.
Did the anemic vampire?
I thought it was Kurumi, and I was like, what?
Well, he was half dead to begin with.
How awful. Another one of your friends has been devoured.
Is that like a WDO logo thing? That like metal badge that's on the ground?
The one in the blood splatter or the one a little below it?
The one in the blood splatter.
I don't know.
The one with horns.
Stop saying that!
Master, never mind that. Look.
It's a report. This is definitely Vivia's
He
handwriting.
would never write a report. That was not Vivia.
Regarding homunculus characteristics, homunculi do not die. Rather, even
Okay,
if they
so there's that
die,
answered.
they come back to life.
Does that mean these are gonna... Why didn't these come back to life then? Does that mean they're not the homunculus versions of them?
We don't know if it's the bites either. But yeah, you're true. Because okay, here's my thought process. Either this is the real them, like you're saying, or maybe it's like...
How do they come back to life? Do they regenerate or do they respawn somewhere?
I assume they just probably regenerate.
Crazy.
Immortal
The
monsters,
unified
though.
government sought out and began research for military applications of homunculi. Their desire was to create an immortal army. Homunculi look identical to humans. You cannot tell them apart from one another in everyday life.
Isn't it already a unified government? It sounds like it has control of most of the world. What do you need an immortal army for?
I don't know.
They can become injured and ill. Some are handicapped, some are blind.
This is the homunculi he's talking about, right?
Yep.
Okay.
But once they die, everything is repaired upon
Oh.
revival.
So it's regeneration then.
Cool.
Death acts as the switch for rebuilding their cells. It only takes one day.
Okay. So we don't know if they would regenerate or not then.
They are immortal and even have eternal
Unless we wait a
youth.
day.
Their cells may grow, but they never deteriorate.
Awesome.
They stop aging once their bodies stop growing. Those who have already stopped growing maintain that state.
Okay. This sounds like perfect. Great, give it to me.
But you need to eat
There are
human
many
flesh to keep it up.
unknowns regarding homunculus
That's
memory,
true.
but
Can you eat other
they seem to
homunculus
inherit
flesh?
those of their
I don't think so.
originals.
Because it's the synthetic thing that is made up of homunculus stuff.
True.
Or backwards, but you know what I mean.
Maybe that's why. Maybe that's really why they keep covering up the murders in like every single case, and why they don't care to solve it is because they need dead bodies anyway
Yeah.
to feed their immortal army.
The memories at the time of DNA extraction are carried over and completely reconstructed in the brain's
The
memory.
memories.
Are also saved.
How does that even work?
It keeps the original's memories?
So it's a real person who's turned into it. Or are they cloned from the person? That's kind of what I'm still not sure about. Like, could I
thought it was a clone.
Okay, I
So
don't know if like
I think it said in the solution key, one of these, There's the nutrition source is human flesh.
Yep.
They react to sound.
Okay, DNA is extracted from a human that will serve as a base, which is then used to cultivate human cells. Unlike clones, they don't need to be grown from fetuses and genetic data from time.
So it sounds like clones.
It's an artificial human whose age, sex, and appearance have been perfectly copied.
So it's a copy.
So you need an original, and then you copy it, and that the copy is the homunculus.
Yeah, but the original person stays the same, I guess.
So,
I mean, and maybe they could turn a person into a homunculus, but we haven't seen anything that says that.
So like the Waruna and whoever else were copies of their original.
I imagine
if they were to eat flesh and get rid of their sickness, they would just be fine and dandy. Because like they said, it's impossible to distinguish them from normal people, which makes me assume they have like a conscious existence.
Age, sex, and appearance have been perfectly copied. Has it ever said anything about their personality is perfectly copied?
Vivia said it was the memories.
It said the memories, but we haven't seen one that acts like a normal person yet.
Well,
and these guys...
I think it's because they're all starving, which causes that sickness like we got in the first note. I think if all these guys were to be fully fed, and it might take a lot to fully feed them if these whole skeletons didn't do it.
I was going to say, didn't they just eat, though? Yeah, I don't know. It depends if these guys were real humans or synthetic homunculi.
That might also be our hint that they were synthetic.
Yeah, because they were still acting stupid.
Right.
But yeah, until we see one that has like a full personality, I'm still suspicious.
It's possible that was the goal and not the successing thing.
Yeah. It seems, I mean, the guy over the speaker... Oh my lord. The guy over the speaker said they're all just different, too. Like, they all have unique traits. Like, so Zilch could talk. Maybe some of them are just permanently stupid, and those are like the failures.
Yeah.
And then maybe we'll find some better ones.
Well, Zilch did remember the past. Maybe that's the individual differences that was mentioned.
Anyway, there's more to the report. What does it say?
There's only one way to tell a homunculus and a human apart.
What's that?
Blood. Homunculi have special characteristics to
the
their
pink blood versus red.
Their blood's characteristics.
That would be very interesting if it was pink.
Tell them apart.
Oh, who's behind us?
Yeah, and I saw that. That's creepy.
Huh?
Does that look like...
That looks like Vivia.
Hey, wait!
Oh, no, it doesn't.
Plug walk. Kind of looked like Karumi too, right?
But homunculide.
No.
That figure. Is that... Why does he have such a happy face?
Hello!
Better go see who that was. Enjoy your meat buns, everyone.
You're gonna follow it? It might be a trap.
Where do you go?
Oh, down
I don't
here.
know why, but I think it's calling to me.
You said my name and everything.
That thing?
I'm thinking Yuma's might be a homunculus.
That'd be a really cool
Because
twist.
his blood was pink, wasn't it?
His was red.
Was it red?
It was red.
Okay, yeah, because we had a whole debate about that.
Yeah, and we were like, how come some of theirs is pink and some of them is red? And that's why when we get stabbed in the mystery labyrinth, it's also red.
It's gone. Where did it go?
And then Desahiko, when he bleeds, red.
Where do you see? what was
Yako,
that?
it was pink, though.
Oh, so some of them must have been fakes.
Maybe. If the
Maybe-
color theory is right.
Maybe that's why Desahiko's like disguise might be less of a forte than the others,
Maybe.
because he's been a homunculus the whole time.
Well, Desahiko, I just know he had a sprite where he had a little bit of red blood running down his cheek. Because he was like, I don't know, was crying or something.
But do you see what I mean with that? Like that's why it felt less supernatural than all the others.
So do you think the people with the red blood or the pink blood is the homunculi?
I would think red because we've seen pink most of the time.
Okay.
And also,
If it was a homunculi, it'd regenerate.
right, or at least I feel like we notice it's in the process of regenerating.
Or maybe the homunculi features only take over when they die. Death is the trigger, right?
Yeah.
What if a lot of Kanai Ward citizens are homunculi? So, like, let's say Waruna was a homunculi, but she acted normal until she died, and then she fully transformed into the homunculi.
And also, the meat buns that everyone eats would make sense in keeping that transformation of the sickness from happening.
That would make sense.
Because it's Everyone
So like a
eats
ton
them.
of Kanai Ward citizens could just be homunculi.
Right.
That would be a really cool twist.
I would like that a lot.
Yeah, I wonder who all that we know would be a homunculi then.
If we're guessing,
Figure.
it's either pink or red blood, but we don't know which is which.
Who is it?
Yeah, assuming the color is a factor, but yeah.
I think it will be.
Oh, is it going to be the cloaked person
we gotta
again?
Track him down, huh?
Or is it going to be Kurumi?
Maybe Kurumi's gone too long without the human flesh.
We just say, screw you, Kurumi.
There's more to go in that facility, though. Like, there's another direction with the map and stuff.
Not here. Where did you go?
So I wonder if we'll go back there later.
Maybe this way?
Maybe.
Any green herbs around?
Electric light.
If the lights are on, the rest of this place must have working electricity, too.
It doesn't seem like anyone lives here, so why is the power still on?
Also,
Why? Oh, someone drove through that.
is it possible Makoto's the original and Yuma would be the homunculus copy? Because you'd think like, oh well, they'd have the same personality, but he lost his through the book,
Right.
so there would really be nothing like personality or brain wise to copy there.
It's... Yeah, because Makoto said, so that's my... And then he stopped. So it could be like clone, kinda. Or like...
Brother, like
brother.
we thought.
It could really be anything, but definitely some relation there, you'd think.
Which right now the strongest case would you'd think be a homunculus.
Yeah. And maybe we haven't died yet, so maybe if we died, we would look just like Makoto. And like, we'd grow a little bit, and we'd develop the same face and stuff. I don't know.
Do they start from babies or?
It just...
Because we didn't really get an answer if they like start from where they were.
They said they're grown from cells. Where does it say it? Human beings are created from human cells. DNA is extracted to serve as a base, which is then used to cultivate human cells. They don't need to be grown from fetuses.
Okay, so it is like a.
So I think
I'm 12, copy 12-year-old.
Yeah, I think they just start at whatever like genetic data you give them,
All right.
whatever age. It's an artificial human whose age, sex, and appearance have been perfectly copied. So yeah, they don't start as babies.
Okay, if Desuhiko had red blood in his portrait, like you said, he's got pink blood there.
Yeah, I mean, that could just be like an oversight, but there's one like when he's crying that Yako died, and he like bites his lip, and it's a little red dribble coming down, you know? Have we ever seen anyone else bleed? I know we've seen Yuma bleed red on the like train, and we were like, isn't that really weird?
Yako, all the murder people have been purple.
Yeah, pink or whatever.
Or pink, yeah, sorry. I don't know why I get those words mixed up.
I mean, it's like a magenta, so it's kind of in between.
Sure, we'll count that.
I'm
Gotta go through the door, it's respectful.
trying to be nice.
Something came out.
Someone broke into
Someone
here.
destroyed that giant shutter. It looked pretty sturdy.
But look at the way it came out. Like, that's an exit wound.
Yeah,
with
like
how
it
the
came
metal-
to where we're at.
Right.
So either like a big truck or something,
It would
I would
take a
think.
huge amount of force to make it look like this.
or a bomb.
Could be part of Servan's whole bomb thing. We don't know if there was more to that.
True.
I thought those were eyes for a second. It creeped me out.
I don't want to go in here. I really like the direction this game's heading now, though.
I almost wish it did it sooner.
It needs to tease some of this a little earlier in the game, I feel like, because this is like 1,000 more times interesting than any of the prior stuff.
It almost feels like a different game a little bit. For the better.
Yeah. That's red. That's
Like
a red
blood.
floor. That looks... Hold on, let me go back real quick.
Looks like they lead underground.
You're still going, Master?
You betcha.
Yeah, I have a feeling I need to talk to that person.
Is it someone you know from the past?
It could be.
I mean, we just look like a person in a coat.
We haven't done a side scroller in a
I
while.
wonder what's up ahead. Master, you could be falling for a trap, you know.
I mean, they already had a chance to kill me.
But I have to go.
If you know it's a
There's no
trap, then
other
it's a
evidence
face-off.
around.
I have my gun.
Point. Whether a zombie or death god pops out comes down to your luck, Master.
Did she just casually admit there's other death gods?
Probably. Did she?
Keeping my eyes out on that.
I wasn't paying that much attention.
She said if a zombie or death god pops out.
Oh.
So I don't know.
This corridor goes on forever. How much longer till we reach the end?
Were the zombies chasing us, or...?
And I wonder what
Kurumi.
lies ahead.
that's a good point. I don't think we were ever alone with the zombies. And when the zombie saw us through the window in the beginning, well, it still jumped at us. The one in the yellow coat, too, though.
True.
But
they might not be able to tell the difference, though. Especially if they're, like, failed projects.
Yeah, who knows? Hey, Dr. Weska!
Oh, what's up?
You wearing a mat? No, it's just his beard.
Dr. Weska?
You're looking pretty
What are
good,
you doing
considering.
here?
Is your back stabbed? Can you turn around real quick?
Yeah.
Hey, it's you.
Oh, he remembers me. Who do you think I am, real quick?
You.
Who do you think I am?
Hey,
Oh.
it's you.
I don't like what your neck is doing.
You.
He can talk, but he's also bugging out.
Dr. Weska,
Aren't you supposed to be like a genius
tell me
or something?
about the homunculi. You were researching homunculi, weren't you?
Homunculi.
He's drooling.
How do you know about the biggest stain on my life?
Also, if these are homunculi, they have the red blood around, or the pink blood around their eyes.
Yeah.
So maybe it's a pink blood thing?
He's probably reacting to the word homunculi.
I don't see any
He
pink
doesn't
on
seem
his
to have
back.
completely lost his memories. Doctor, what
I think that they
happened to
remake the clothes
homunculus
for them,
research?
too.
Yeah.
Such a terrible memory.
Or maybe these could be the original people, but they were homunculus size, whatever, to begin with.
Yeah, so like they had homunculus versions of them before they died.
Right, and that's who we were dealing with.
Yeah, I could see this going a lot of ways.
Yeah.
I'm
But also,
ashamed to say my homunculus research with Amaterasu Corporation fell behind.
it explains the thing Halara brought up about wanting to get rid of the bodies as soon as possible. Because if within a day they'll reanimate, that
yeah.
could be a thing.
That would be true if like everyone really is a homunculi and they just I'm alive, but they'd probably be creepy because they haven't eaten flesh after that.
Right. They probably need flesh right after, and then those ones.
This is not a turn I was expecting the game to make.
No, not at all. But I like it. But that could be these guys.
Yeah.
So
yeah, either I don't know if this is the original or a copy, and when this copy was made.
The UG's research facility was on the doorstep of a successful experiment.
So you ordered the creation of a new lab, right?
So in order to catch up, the homunculus test site.
Okay, that's where we're at now. Then
where we're going to.
There's a homunculus test site up ahead. Is that the real secret lab?
I was getting impatient. I used every method imaginable to complete the
Sounds
research
shady.
first.
Desperate
Do
too.
you dare criticize my methods?
no, you're a pretty big guy, so I'll just pretend I like you.
No.
I thought so. Sacrifices are necessary during
A
experimentation.
lot more calm here, though.
Yeah,
I needed our experiment
he looks pretty
to
sedated.
complete a homunculus first, to silence.
How did they know homunculus were
Of
possible to
government.
make?
To
Maybe that's
conduct
just the name for the
experiment
project.
In utmost secrecy,
Like-
Yeah,
I purchased the entire surrounding village
Like that was just like the name, like Immortal Soldiers, just something like that.
yeah.
and made it a restricted area.
So this was all him then.
So, 3 years ago, the fateful project.
I thought 3 years ago he put it to an end.
began.
That's what the other guy told us.
What
Yeah,
happened in that experiment?
kind of conflicting information.
Well, of course.
Nah, it's broken.
Of course, I forgot.
You. What happened to my experiment? It's been a week. since
week?
It began.
Oh my god, this one's like
A lot.
complicated. Like I feel like we have some really good ideas and theories to start off with, but there's like a lot here.
Tell me now. What happened during the blank week?
It's been a week since it began. What happened during the blank week? What does that mean?
What if everyone became a homunculus during the blank week?
Oh, that could be when it happened if people, especially if it's a memory thing of like, what happened during the blank week?
Yeah.
And then it's just everyone's body being replaced by a copy of them.
Maybe that's what Makoto's trying to do, is get his own immortal army.
Yeah.
Tell me. Tell.
No.
Tell.
Average old person experience.
Yeah.
This one's just normal.
He does the same thing in front of like the ATM when it says, please remove card.
Please.
Ugh, he keeps breaking down at the worst time. Maybe he just needs a good smack.
You go ahead and do that. I'm not touching him.
The blank week was mentioned again. Maybe it has something to do with the experiments that took place here.
That would almost make me think everyone but the detectives were like homunculi then, right?
That's what I think too.
The pink blood is like, what a fish.
Which even more, pink blood for their corpses, quote unquote. Not believable.
Yeah. I just wonder, were any of the bodies we came across more than a day old? So, the train, they weren't. Nailman case, they weren't. What was the one after that? The schoolgirl wasn't. Shachi wasn't. What was the last one? Yako wasn't. So, yeah, I don't know.
We would have never found out.
Yeah.
It's interesting Yako had the pink blood too.
That's what I was thinking, but he's been here a hot minute.
So he might be, if we're assuming the blank
week was 3 years ago. And I think Yako's been here for like, we know he was here like, was it 10 years ago his wife got killed?
I thought it was 4.
I don't remember now. But yeah, it was more than 3 years, I'm pretty sure.
Did the Homunculus project
Whatever
not
it is,
last
we
long?
should keep moving. The homunculus testing site is up.
Or, okay, here's a theory. It says Makoto shut it down.
Yeah, it says he shut it down 3 years ago, and then this guy just told us it started 3 years ago.
So maybe... And then also Makoto showed up after blank week. So Makoto might have shut it down and then was like, okay, resume, but in my own place.
Yeah, so let's think about this for a second. 3 years ago, the fateful Project Homunculus began, and then Zilch told us...
And cancel, it said that right there. Cancellation of Homunculus project.
Does it say...
And ordered the cancellation of Homunculus... But read it. Arrived in Kane Ward shortly after the blank week mystery, which is 3 years ago too. Because that's when he was CEO.
Okay.
And he ordered the cancellation of it.
Okay.
So, I think the homunculus research here and the homunculus research with the UG government where they were going neck and neck, I think it's 2 different cases of it.
10 years ago, Amaterasu started the research on homunculi.
Yeah, exactly. So I think it was going for a while, he stopped it, and then he took it over and kept it going privately.
Maybe. Oh my god, there's too many things.
I mean, it said Makoto became CEO like 3 years ago, or 4 or something.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 3 years ago. Still, wow, okay. Whew.
Yeah, a lot of details.
Info
Let's
dump.
see for ourselves.
Okay.
First, let's summarize all we've learned about the homunculi.
Okay.
Sure.
Might help.
10 years ago, the unified government requested that Amaterasu Corporation conduct homunculus research.
Okay.
Imagine being like the first guy to hear this. Can you make us immortal people? What?
Right?
I'll try.
3 years ago, to compete with the UG's research facility, they built the homunculus testing site. That's where Project Homunculus took place.
Okay.
But we don't know exactly what that entails.
And we don't know where.
Right after the experiments, the blank
Thought it was here.
mystery occurred.
This might be Makoto's version.
Well, Dr. Weska just said this was the Project Homunculus lab that he had made.
But he thought it started 3 years ago.
Who, Dr. Weska?
The one we just talked to. Yeah, look.
I purchased the entire surrounding... 3 years ago, the fateful Project Homunculus began. Okay.
So he purchased the restricted area and began it. So I still think this Project Homunculus and the last one are 2 different things. One was run by Amaterasu Corp, and now one is run by Makoto.
Maybe.
That's what I'm thinking.
The masked guy, Makoto Kakatsuchi, appeared at Kanai Ward right after that, too.
He somehow got ahead of Peacekeeper Director Yomi and became CEO of Amaterasu. He halted the homunculus research, and as a result, the homunculi became an urban legend in Kanai Ward.
It would be really interesting.
Huh.
So, Yomi wanted to cube Martina. What if she actually did get cubed, but she had like a different homunculus version of herself?
Or one was made of her.
Yeah. Or I think they just need the DNA, right? What if they just took the DNA out of the homunculus and just went, or out of the cube and made a homunculus of her?
Did we ever see her blood before that? And can you
Not
make
that
a
I remember.
homunculus from a homunculus? Or if she already was one, she just regenerated.
Yeah, that too.
So it's too much. Like,
I want to watch this regeneration happen.
yeah.
God dang.
And now, 3 years later, you and I descended on this ruined, depressed land of Kanai Ward.
Yeah. And that's going to do it for this episode, everybody.
What a cliffhanger.
I know, I really want to see what's up ahead.
I did too. If I didn't work tomorrow, I'd say we record like one more or something.
Yeah. But we're going to leave it here for now, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, and become a homunculus today. Sorry, I meant a member of the rats.
A fun, peaceful process, I'm sure.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, these guys just look like they're having a joyous time.
Yeah, I want to see one that's more, like, normal and not bleeding everywhere. Because I don't know if these guys are special because they're not starving or just because they're actually unique variants of homunculi.
Or I feel like they might be in the midway point.
Yeah.
So, like, they are starving, but they're not quite zombified yet.
They're only a little hungry.
We need to feed Warna,
Feed her Kurumi.
and then we'll get her back, and she can help us out instead.
She can become the protagonist.
Exactly.
Anyway, we'll see you next time, everybody. And, that's it. Why are you still here?
Yeah, get out of here, scum.
Bye.
Bye-bye.